This is day 239 of Zohar PShat, and we are on Daf Chozayin Amud Aleph, and we are the third, sixth, eighth line down. Let's start from where it says, "Kom Chatzavama Rebbe Hachi Uvadai." The Saba is getting up and confirming what's been discussed here. Lo East, who the Saba is, will become clear at the end of the paragraph. Eitz Chaim is not the eights down here below, but rather this is the secret of what we're talking about. Vayitzer, this is the lower level, as Derech Eva says. This is matat in the level of Eitz, the Das Tovara. Vayitzer, tuyutz. Chad yitzir the tov, chad yitzir the ra. One is positive, one is negative. Do'yu eitz das tovara. Eitz, and this eitz do adam zira. This is the zer anpin, as we spoke about. The adam zira. So in this adam zira, mistisha the chaim minei, from the side of life which is in him. The eitz das tov. Tisha the moisa minei. The eitz das ra. Tamash Yitziros, those are his two Yitziros. Dino Isra Beheter. Alei Itmar, Vayitzer Shem Lokim as Adam, Ofra Min Adama. Vayibach Ba'apav Nishmas Chaim Do Shechinah Ilav. That's fascinating though. He says the Ofra Min Adama and the Shechinah, those seem to be the two aspects. The bottom part and the top part are the Isser and the Isser and the Heter. The Shechinah Ilah is from the Neshama above, from Eden, right? Shechinah Ilah, Eden, Tuvta. There's interesting language. I think it goes back to it's going to come back to us in the next paragraph. Tshuva is to get a person back to the level of Eden. Obviously, to fully back requires death. So I guess a person does tshuva, then they get up to that level of Eden. They bring the river down on them, the Nor Yitzmi Eden, and you're no longer what was the language before? Excuse me. It's right here. Adam zero. But in any event, he says, Leitmar Eitz HaChaim Mitzol Chagan. Person does tshuva, they bring the Eitz HaChaim Mitzol Chagan, the middle pillar, in other words, the Vav HaChibur. Shechinah Tatod. You bring down the Shechinah below. And the last part here is really fascinating. There are three connections, or three knots. And the way the Derech Ema says it's Neshama, Migimuk Shorim, Nefesh, Ruach, Neshama. The three knots which tie a person above and below to the Shechinah on high and to the Ofra Min Adama below. In Nishmas, Ruach, V'Nafsha. Neshama, Ruach, and Nefesh. L'gabei. They're tied to him. Evidently tied to him. It can be either mean to the Shechinah or the Ofra Min Adama. I think it means to the Shechinah here. They tie us above. So because that's part of the Shechinah Ilah, because that's what's normally beyond the capacity of the Neshama to perceive in any way, shape, or form in this world. But the Nefesh and Neshama are what's operative in this world. Okay, so therefore the person is connected on high through the three connections, Nefesh, Ruach, Neshama, which connect him spiritually to Lamas Yonim, and down below to Tachton, which is the Ofra Min Adama. Miyad Amar Milan Ilan. Once the Saba said these words, Salik immediately went up above. Amar Shimon said, Chavraya, Chevre, Bevada Malach Ava. Certainly Malach. Now Sulam says a whole other thing about how since he was a Malach, he could only be Masi, the state of man in this world, and not the state of man in the world to come. I'm not sure we have to come on to that, but in any event, Malach Hava was a Malach. Uvad is Samich Islan Mikolasar, but we have riots to everything he said from many places, right? And therefore, says Shimon Chaim, really we spoke about that before the Saba got there. And there was Shimon Chaim, Pasuk Krabas, right? He decided to go to the next Pasuk, and which is the next part of the Zohar, the new paragraph. And although we're barely at 5 minutes, since it's a new Indian, we'll stop here for today.